We are on our way to Quote Jade to fetch her mom.
This is what time we usually wake up.
Yeah, this is normally morning for us. It's actually not that early, but
We've been sleeping in.
we've been sleeping in because we've been staying up late working.
It is incredibly difficult to get where we are. It's so remote. The nearest airport, which is a 6-hour bus ride if the road isn't washed out.
That's best case scenario.
So my mom decided to go by way of Belize because she's always wanted to go to Belize.
This is just a little tiny airport, little tiny stop right here. It was unexpected, but only to all of the passengers.
She just got to Belize yesterday, 2
days
days ago.
She's had an epic
Stayed the
adventure
night
already.
in Punta Gorda.
I'm actually so happy that it turned out the way it did and I didn't get the earlier flight and go straight to the ferry and leave because I'm loving Punta Gorda. Everybody is super, super nice and my room is like quaint and the whole little town is quaint and everybody is like, yeah, you can just walk around and get something to eat and I love it. I love it. I feel like I'm having a proper adventure now. So, all is well. It's working out.
This morning she's gonna take a ferry from Punta Gorda to Livingston, and then we are gonna take a lancha from where we are in the Rio to Livingston, get her, and then bring her back. We're just waiting for our ride on these amazing concrete lounge chairs.
Do you guys have a leg cross preference? Like, what's more comfortable for you? I think that means that my hip flexor needs some work over here.
That way. I arranged the lancha yesterday. Take us to Livingston and bring us back, I think.
I feel like the language just makes it all the more exciting. Like, you never know what's gonna happen next. We think we know. That's almost worse.
Did you grow up, like born in the Rio?
Yeah, this one has the new one.
This one does too.
What is it?
¿Cómo se dice bird? Pájaros.
Guy is a big iguana.
That's a dinosaur.
I need to go to Evergreen.
Oh, okay.
Is this it? Ah! Well, we're gonna stand right here when we go. No, gracias. Super excited to have my mom here. Unfortunately for her, there's still a lot of work to be done because our date of launch is scheduled for 4 days from now. So we have to finish everything because that is the day we are scheduled to go in the water. The whole launch, everything got delayed because we were sick for so long and also because the trailer was down for a while. We had COVID. Brett was sick, he was down for a few days. I was down for a couple of weeks and then I was feeling really good. And we went full throttle at painting the bottom, and I don't know if I got sick again or if it was the same sickness, but I returned to bed for a while after that. I was just wiped out. So it's been a little bit since we filmed, but we are back at it. We need to finish painting the bottom and we need to finish fixing the rudder. So there is a lot to do and a lot going to be happening in this video. But first, I want to give you guys a message from our sponsor. Our sponsors are an super important and vital part of making this channel possible. They help keep us going. And this week's video is sponsored by Surfshark VPN. VPN stands for Virtual Private Network, and it protects you and your data from hackers and scammers. It works by encrypting your data and giving you a secure connection online, and it also enables you to get around geo-blockers by selecting the location of your VPN. That means when you're traveling, you're still going to be able to access bank information or Netflix or whatever it is that you can usually do from your home country, but may or may not be able to do while abroad. Surfshark is particularly awesome because they offer unlimited devices for just one account. So with our one account, Brett and I are able to have both of our laptops and both of our phones and our tablet all connected, all protected all the time. And not only do they offer 24/7 support, they also offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there is no risk to you in trying it out. You can find out more and get started at surfshark.deals/Evans. Use the code Evans to get yourself 83% off plus 3 extra months for free. Definitely give it a shot. And thank you again, Surfshark, for your continued sponsorship of our channel. Let's get to work.
We decided we don't love the black, so we got a white, 2 whites and 1 black, and I'm getting mixed up right now, and we're gonna make a gray to go on for our like 2nd and 3rd coats. Hopefully it works out.
Sometimes it's totally okay to mix bottom paints, and sometimes it's not. And we're not entirely positive that this will go well, but it's the same kind of paint, it's the same brand of paint. This is another example of us not doing things the right way. Best thing you can do is just buy the color you actually want. They just don't have it available. How optimistic are you?
12%.
Okay, let's mix just that much together. Or should we just dump them both in? Wow, that looks like modern art. Actually, they're really beautiful looking.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Just keep going.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
It's solid.
Oh no.
What the heck?
That's a weird reaction.
There's no way. It's dry.
What the heck?
Is it hot?
That's kind of
It's dry.
crazy. What?
How the heck?
I don't understand the chemistry of that one. Since that didn't work out at all, we're gonna patch test and see, because we still have an unused or an unopened can of white paint. So we're just gonna see if the white can cover the black, because gray no longer seems to be an option. So now we're looking at doing a white bottom again, and we will see if we can cover up this black paint. But I feel like you guys probably all can guess my concern. So let's find out. Do you think 2 coats?
I think 2 coats. I think I would do like a 1 by 1 square.
I think it would be okay.
I think it'll be okay.
Hi. Thank you for your participation.
Didn't really have choices.
Okay, well, we're painting it black. Since the gray didn't work, Brett went back to the store and got some additional black paint to make up for the paint we just lost. And the next layer is going on. This is going to be the fastest, it's going to be the bestest. And we're just going with it. We're going with black, and hopefully it'll look good in the water. I didn't like it, but you know what? I was thinking about it, and I think potentially the reason I didn't like it is because black is the color of the bottom when we bought the boat. And the boat was not in good shape when we bought it. So maybe it was the association. It's like, as soon as we painted it black, I'm like, this looks like a broken boat. Another important thing of note is that when my mom found out we were painting the boat today, she got seriously excited and volunteered herself. So if anybody is wondering, this is why I am the way that I am. The look. The look he just gave me. So Brett is over here pouring the paint, and the sun's beautiful right now. Right in my eyes. And Dingo's hanging out with us outside.
Did you explain why Dingo's outside?
No, I should. A really significant point that we see in the comment section all the time is that when you're sailing the world with your spouse, you are spending time with one person always. It's just like the 2 of you all the time, and you can't ever get very far away from each other. And no matter how much you love someone, after you spend a ton of time together nonstop, like the little things, they start to just get annoying. I don't know. I just think it's really important for every person to have some space every now and again so that you don't get frustrated with each other. Brett and I got sick. We had COVID, and I got really, really sick, and he got really, really sick. I think I got like 3 reallys, and he got 2 reallys. But I was sick for probably a whole month. And we've just kind of been here on the hard. There's not a ton to do around here. And we couldn't go see anybody because we would get everybody sick. And it's like just the 2 of us in the boat with not really any good like bathrooms. It was just like not a good time. I mean, and we just had our 6th anniversary. So maybe, 7-year itch. We're just like, we're into the 7th year of marriage, and we're just like at each other's throats all day and night. I'm like, you breathe loud, like whatever, like whatever it is. We're just driving each other crazy. And so finally, we're like, look, we both just need alone time, and then we'll like each other again. Do you guys like my dramatized retelling?
Dramatized?
So,
like drowning?
Yeah.
Where's Dingo?
He's right behind you.
Boy.
So we decided to ignore each other intentionally to give each other like alone time as much as you can have on the boat.
Give me some space here.
No. For like 5 days, we just didn't really talk to each other. And then...
That's not even remotely true.
For 5 days, we took periodic 10-minute breaks from each other. And now we're great. Now we like each other again. So it totally worked. Would recommend. But we realized Penny and Dingo have been driving each other crazy, and they're not playing with each other, and they're not getting along. And every time Dingo tries to get on the bed with Penny, Penny growls at him. And they won't play with each other with their toys anymore. And when we go on walks, they walk separately from each other. So finally we're like, maybe they need some time apart. Maybe they're sick of each other because they've been stuck on this boat with each other so much while we were sick. So that is a very long explanation of the relationship troubles on a boat and why Dingo is outside while Penny is inside. I gave her treats and let her stay there. What do you want to say?
I think the best thing to do when you're having trouble because you're confined in a small space with the person you love the most for a really long time
Is to invite your mother-in-law?
is invite your mother-in-law to join you in that little teeny tiny space.
Just to see what team she picks.
Just to see.
Unfortunately for me, my mom is Team Brett. Always. 100% of the time they gang up.
Always.
When were you ever on my team?
I'm trying to look at my situation. There's been a couple times.
I think about you all the time, morning, evening, and midnight. Such a wonderful delight. Forgo, give up everything that I own. Yeah, I'd give it all up now just to be with you somehow. Unexpected love was found.
Got a little under my nose. Coat 1 is complete. Well, actually that's coat 3. Coat 1 tonight is complete.
Look at my face.
Oh man. Alright, I can actually see it better without the flashlight. We are going to walk the dogs and then shower. Clearly needed.
Clearly.
Clearly.
Go play. Go on. Go play.
My shoes really do make fart noises as I walk. Okay.
A little bit of a rudder update, Jade.
Yes. I feel silly giving an update. I've got paint on my face. Have you talked to them about the rudder?
I have, yep.
Okay. Well, I am just digging out the remainder of the wet foam that's up against the glass pole. Brett glassed in and fixed all this area up here so no water could leak down into it anymore, and that helped it to dry out quite a bit. But the space just right up against this fiberglass is still wet. So I'm using my very precise instrument, digging it all out, and we are just going to replace it. It's too humid and rainy here for it to ever have enough time to completely dry out. So we decided, instead of just letting the wet foam dry, we're going to get rid of the wet foam and put new foam in, and then we can glass it. It cools down here at night quite a lot. So it's probably only like 80 degrees right now.
Yeah, it's nice and
so
cold.
it might take a long time to cure. I'm being ridiculous. It'll cure just fine. But it feels cold to us because it's hot during the days. I feel a little violent. it is cold in there. But I want to leave it running because it might get hot this afternoon.
Yeah, that's why I turned it on.
Feelings about being nearly done?
It looks good. The more we put on, the better it looks. Kind of, it's all evening out and everything. I'm a little concerned at how easy it is to come off. It seems kind of strange. Like scrapes off really easy. It is time to pull our tape line. So we're gonna pull this off here and see how it does. It's been on for about a week, which is not ideal. And
Definitely less time than last time I painted though. Remember?
that's
So I
true.
left it for
Yeah,
like-
no, that's true. And it has barrier coat and 3 coats of paint. So this will be interesting to see how it goes. And this is how Jade broke her ankle.
Hey, it's actually coming up really easy. Okay, let me grab it. Did you tell my mom?
Yeah,
She don't want to come see it?
she does. She's just going too slow. Ooh, pretty so far.
Hey. No! Looks so good. Nice.
We were able to get the tape off most of it. There's some here on the back. It's sitting in the sun right now, and so it's like liquid. So here it is. It looks pretty sharp. I'm impressed. I think none of us had any expectations that it was actually going to be a sharp line still, because it's been on there for so long. But it came off great. I think on Monday they're gonna come and take off our boot stripe and put on a new one along with our new name. Well, same name, just new plastic, new tape. Back in the air conditioning. We're still working on the rudder. We left it sitting out for days and days and days where it's been super sunny, and it still was super wet in there. So we've determined we need to dig out all this foam. Only like a 1/4 inch. That's right up against the shaft, which is really weird, but that's what it is. So we dug all that out. I'm gonna go a little bit further down just to see. It was dry about right here, but I'm gonna keep going a little further just to be safe. And then we'll clean it out and put some new foam in there, and then we can get to glassing. Jade has picked up a new project, watering our cushions.
I'm hoping they grow.
I'm not, we don't want more. We just helped these guys pull their dagger board. It's surprisingly long. It was like 10 feet long. Come on. A lot has changed since I messed with this rudder. Here it sits. It now has new foam. We had to cut out all of this and a little bit on this side to get to all the dry spots. Drilled a whole bunch of holes all down this other side to make sure there's no other wetness anywhere else. There is not, and it's been drying out now for about 2 weeks. So now it has new foam that is nice and dry, and it is ready to get covered back up. It rained last night, so I had to let the humidity kind of go down a little bit this morning. So now we are ready to glass it all back in. Things I haven't filmed. The prop is back on. It's nice and greased. I still need to paint it, but it's nice and pretty. Actually, a little bit of grease coming out there, so I need to clean that off and paint that. But yeah, it's glassing time. Let's do this. Well, of course, as I went to start doing this, it started raining, and I'd already mixed up the epoxy. So I had to hide under the boat, didn't film anything. But here's where we're at. I've got this one done so far. And it's not done, I guess. It doesn't have any fiberglass. So right now it just has thickened epoxy. It has thickened epoxy on the inside to hold it in, and then thickened epoxy all in the gaps just to kind of fill in those gaps. And then this is all tapered way down on all of the edges. And so once the thickened epoxy cures, I'll sand it up and then lay fiberglass strips all the way around it. And it should be super solid.
just have this piece of tape kind of holding it up because it wanted to sag. Probably end up taking all of this gel coat off and probably take it further to kind of fair this whole thing to make it nice and smooth and fair it out nicely. But, oh yeah, I don't think I've talked about this. Up here is pretty nasty looking. That's just thickened epoxy and some fiberglass shards just to kind of fill in the gaps. Your next question might be, why don't we just drop the rudder the full way? We could, but when I started this project, we couldn't because the launch trailer that picks us up, pushes down, was broken. We could do it now, but at this point I'm like, I'm this far in, let's just finish it. So hopefully it works. Right now, the rudder is being fiberglassed. A new boot stripe is being put on by some yard workers. What else? Jade is in the process of cleaning the entire house, doing a whole bunch of laundry, throwing away a bunch of stuff.
I'm cleaning the backs of the cabinets.
Yeah, like in the cabinets, in the floorboards.
Which means the house has vomited.
And right now we are about to put in our new thru-hull, that's not the right word, transducer, these things. We've decided that we're probably not going to end up wiring these in right now because we want to kind of get going. We don't want to just stick around here forever. So we're going to get these installed and go.
Sorry, I fell asleep.
You did? Okay, these are for you. Metal goes on the metal one, plastic goes on the plastic. You probably can handle that. So do you think we should put the sonar on?
It literally doesn't matter.
It literally doesn't. Cool, well I guess I'll surprise you then.
Okay. We have a pretty nice camera, but not nice enough to handle the dynamic range of the really bright outdoors compared to the dim interior. See, I have to go like this, and then you can see outside. It's one or the other, but I am saving up for a new camera with an even better dynamic range. It's just hard to justify the price because this camera's great. I don't know where Brett went. It does not take this long to walk. Brett! Hello? I thought you got lost. I just condensed my rib cage. Let's do this with better posture.
What?
I'm just talking to myself.
Have fun.
Okay. Next. Okay.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's all I can do. Finger tight.
Okay.
Okay. Are you just cleaning it up out there?
Yep. I wish I had gloves.
So we're all right.
Yeah.
Boat is officially on the trailer. It all kind of happened really fast. Brett and I, both the dogs, we're down here. Camera's up there in the boat. So welcome to cell phone vlogging for the day. Brett and I stayed up all night getting the boat finished up. But we are launching. We're very, very excited to be back in the water. This is long overdue.
I am just putting on a layer of antifouling under the keel where the blocks were. I did everywhere where I could, but there were blocks under the keel, so I couldn't get all of it.
Just finishing that up and then we'll dip.
Splash.
Hello, little munchkin.
Sale un paquetito así, vamos. Y yo pensé que solo 4, vamos. 26 traía esa mierda, me una cilindra como así, pero viene doblada así, vamos.
You look like a street dog without a collar on. Come here.
Really look as healthy.
I don't know, Penny's pretty skinny. This reminds me of Dingo sitting under the red Honda with us in the dirt in Hawaii. This is when the window gets dirty. Is that it?
I'm trying not to paint their straps, but I have inevitably in some places.
I'm sure you're not the first.
Definitely not. Okay.
Done?
That's it.
Okay. Let's try 2.
Nice.
The first time I threw them up, they both hit the stern rail and just bounced right back.
Fail.
Everybody laughed.
Everybody.
And now we start the drive over to the water, which is around the corner and about like a 120-second walk. But it's going to take 45 minutes to drive the boat over there because they have to drive it so slow that it is steady and it is safe. So for 45 minutes, let's go start meandering over, I guess. Right?
That's it. That's the plan.
I'm honestly so tired because we didn't really sleep last night. Brett slept even less than I did. But I'm like the kind of tired where I just don't really care what happens to like at all. I'm like, you know, just let me know.
Did the boat sink? No. Okay.
Yeah, I was casually like, but you did put the thru-hulls in last night, right? That's kind of the sentiment of where we're at. But I think maybe I'll grab a coffee during this 45-minute intermission to wake me up a little bit. Because there's a chance I'm sleepwalking currently.
This is all a dream.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go. Let's go see if it's leaking. Make sure we close all the seacocks. How's it looking?
Good. Those are all good.
No leaks?
No leaks.
Nice! That means we've had a successful launch.
What?
That feels really weird. Did we just hit the bottom? There's no way.
No.
Because we're on the trailer still.
Yeah. I'm just letting all
It feels really kind of cool. What do you think, Left?
It's pretty narrow, so they're gonna kind of walk us back until we're in a bigger area.
And then we're gonna shave your beard. Necesitamos comer.
We are absolutely starving. We're floating right now. We are anchored. We are floating, and the anchor's been set. We're starving, so we are gonna go get food. But I haven't showered for like 3 days because I've been just working nonstop. So I'm gonna go shower. Jade's gonna go order us food, and hopefully I can shower fast enough that she doesn't eat my food before I get there.
Yeah.
She's currently eating a can of refried beans.
Desperate times. Nothing is faster.
No time to shave this thing. This needs to come off. But priorities, I need food, sleep, and we just got rocked. We've been in land yacht mode. We need to turn back into water yacht.
Yeah, I was in here like, oh right, toolbox, and I'm like using all the appendages to try to shut the drawers.
All the appendages.
4 of them.
All 4. Yep. Sorry, I can't leave dishes out on the counter anymore. We need to remember how to be
You don't live in an apartment.
a yacht.
Now you live in a floating bubble.
A flubble.
It's moments like these that I remember why our rebuild videos were always so fun. It's because we were just so exhausted the entire time. We were like slap happy. We hadn't slept. We've been pulling all-nighters because we were working at night when it was cool. Like living off of caffeine.
Yep. That's how I feel right now.
That's what I thought of that as you said flubber. And I thought that joke was funny.
Yep. I like not having tape ever.
Yeah, me too. Boom! It looks really nice. And we nailed the waterline. The waterline looks perfect. Penny, stop almost falling in.
There's your lighting.
Beautiful. Yay! Are you feeling particularly thrilled about this?
So proud of us.
Because we got the waterline perfect?
And it's pretty, and it looks good, and it's floating so far.
I feel like we are treating our boat right.
Finally.
What are you doing?
We're in the water. Officially time to get rid of the beard. This is the I'm not shaving it till we launch beard, and it's Much longer than we planned. Like a month.
Oh my gosh. Are you taking it all off? Wow. You're gonna look so naked.